Welcome, my friends of the interwebs. This may be the most important video that I have ever made in my entire life. So watch it. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into it. Been watching the confirmation hearings, the RFK Jr. confirmation hearings, I should say. And not real happy with the way they seem to be ambushing them. I don't like the way they've been treating them. Am I a Democrat? Hells no. Okay. But I will tell you this. I, in my heart, believe that we absolutely 100% need RFK Jr. We need him because what's going on right now is wrong on every level. I don't think that anybody's looking out for the health of the American people. Let me go ahead and just kind of go over how I came to that conclusion. What you're looking at here is 2 ears of corn. Now, every summer, usually I buy 6 ears and I eat 4 ears of sweet corn. And then I take the last 2, I shuck them back and I put them out for the squirrels because every year I've ever done it, the squirrels loved the corn because squirrels just love corn. They'll come across from way over in the neighbor's yard to come eat this corn. Well, not this corn. Definitely not this corn. 2 years ago, okay, I did that as I always do that. And the squirrels wouldn't eat the corn. And so I'm like, that's crazy. I threw the corn out. Well, last summer, same scenario. I bought 6 ears of corn. I took the last 2, shucked them back, and gave them to the squirrels. Once again, squirrels weren't interested in eating this corn. Why? By the way, this is sweet corn that was bought from Kroger Company. Okay, it was not marked as GMO. It was just marked as sweet corn. I don't remember what I paid. Too much. I come from a generation that used to pay $1 a dozen, but I don't want to get too far off the beaten path. All right, so sweet corn from Kroger. Yeah, and so why aren't the squirrels eating this? Well, I'll tell you why the squirrels aren't eating this. And by the way, it's not just the squirrels. The mice won't eat it. The rats won't eat it. Nothing will eat this corn. Why? Because it's not food. And look how it dries, too. It's just weird. The whole thing is weird. Kind of creeps me out that I ate 4 ears of this. I mean, look at it. We've had a -7-degree day in my neck of the woods. I guarantee you there were some mighty hungry animals out there. None of them would eat this corn because it's not food. Now, I get the whole concept of GMO. I do. I get it. You take a corn and you genetically modify it to where bugs don't consider it to be food. Okay. Yields go up. Farmers are happy. Everybody's happy. Okay. Sounds like a good thing. You don't have to spray the crops with anything because bugs don't look at it like it's food, so they don't mess with it. Okay. Well, what else messes with corn? Squirrels, deer, all kinds of stuff. So you up your game with the GMO. You up your game and you start messing with it to where nothing will look at it. The only creatures on this earth that look at this like it's food are our stupid asses. Literally. Literally. So here's my question. How much research has been done? Europe has banned GMO corn. The problem with that is that corn pollinates with the wind. And I promise you, there's nothing that Europe's going to be able to do to protect their crops from this toxic, cancerous nonsense called GMO. Okay, look, I can't prove any of that, but nobody's even asking the questions. Nobody is asking the questions at all. There's been, as far as I know, no long-term human trials on any of this stuff. I don't even know that they've done it on mice other than, hey, the mice won't eat it. Awesome. Yeah, I guess we don't need the barn cats anymore. Yeah. All right, so what does this stuff do to us? I don't know, but RFK Jr. wants to find out on our behalf. Nobody at the FDA, nobody at HHS, nobody is looking out for the people. Nobody is. Why? Because they're all making tons of money. It always comes back to the money. They don't care. I just heard the other day, and I don't remember the number, so I'm not going to put a number out, but an insane amount of elementary school children are either pre-diabetic or diabetic Back when I was in elementary school in the 70s, okay, if there was a diabetic person in the school, it was a type 1. It was never, type 2 wasn't even anything any of us heard about before. And by the way, we were eating Snickers bars and all kinds of stuff back in the 70s, and nobody had diabetes and nobody was obese. Or very, very few. Now it's like a ton. Is this the reason? Is messing with the stuff that we ingest into our bodies, is messing with the stuff that we think is food, is that what's causing all the problems? I don't know. But I think people need to start asking, look at this. How weird is this? I've never seen corn dry like this. It looks bad. When I set it out there, it was yellow. And now look at it. Gross. Gross. Okay. We need RFK Jr. We need RFK Jr. Now, I know, by the way, and I do know that there are plenty of farmers out there that right now are going, oh, hell no. You know, there's a huge market for corn. Corn is in everything. It's in everything. They turn this stuff into either ethanol that they get subsidies from our tax dollars, or they turn it into corn oil, or not corn oil. Well, I suppose corn oil, but corn syrup. And corn syrup is even found in McDonald's hamburger buns. You can't escape eating corn. You cannot. But are we really eating corn? Or some kind of a Franken food that is toxic to us and causing cancers, causing diabetes, causing God knows what, so people can make money. Now, if you're a farmer and you've enjoyed the bumper crops that come from GMO seed, you know, I want you to really soul search. Put your corn out. Do what I did. Husk it back. Put it out in the field. See what eats it. I promise you, nothing will eat it. This is 2 years in a row that the squirrels literally have shunned this corn because it's not food to them. They know what food is. This ain't food. I mean, there's a plague coming. A man-created plague. We need somebody like RFK Jr. that wants to look out for us. And they're attacking him. They're calling him crazy, an anti-vaxxer, this, that, and the other. Oh, you got to trust the science. He wants the science to be trusted. But blind faith and blind trust is not the solution. Okay, that's my video. I hope you all at least will consider this. And you know what? Run your own experiments. Get some sweet corn from your store. Chuck it back, put it out there for the critters, and see what happens. Now, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Nothing will eat it. Nothing. Because it ain't food. It ain't food. It ain't healthy. It's not going to be life sustainable. And those of you who have suffered from diabetes and all kinds of other things should get behind this. You got sickness, you got illness, you got doctor bills. I don't know. I think maybe a class action lawsuit's in order. I'll be the first to sign up for it. Not because I want money, but because this is serious. And my health has been not good in the last few years. And I suffer from type 2 diabetes. You know, I mean, is this the reason? I don't know. What other foods are GMO foods? They need to label. That's the other thing. RFK Jr. wants all GMO foods to be labeled. Because that at least lets us make an informed decision. If they want to make fuel out of it, make fuel out of it. But don't feed it to humans. We don't have the kind of sensory that the animals have. They know what food is. And they know what food is not. And this is not food. Look at this. Nothing, not the bugs, not the mice, not the rats. Nothing will eat this stuff except for us. They're feeding us poison, in my opinion. Kroger needs to do a better job. I mean, even if it's not mandated to put GMO on something, I know you'll probably lose money because given the choice, only an idiot would buy GMO, in my opinion. Now, here's the thing. Because, like I said, it's pollinated by the wind, it will only be a matter of time before that thing gets completely out of control and is everywhere. And the only thing we will be able to do with corn in the future will be to make fuel out of it, because it won't be edible. It's not edible now. Call your senators and let them know that they need to support the nomination. They need to support confirming RFK Jr. for Health and Human Services. We need to put him in charge. Yeah, make America healthy again. How about having somebody that actually has an idea what's going on? I'm not a Democrat. I've never even been a fan of the Kennedy family. But this is a guy that comes around once in a lifetime, and we could not have asked for a better guy at this time, because unless you want to be poisoned, unless you want your children to have diabetes, and I hate to sound like this, but it's true. You know, by the way, if they shove this down a cow's throat and it creates milk, you know, supposedly cows and pigs will eat this. I'm not sure how they pulled that off, and don't want to know how they pulled that off. You know, all I know is they're messing with our food. And in the end, we're all going to pay a very, very steep price for it. That's all I got. Everybody have a good day. Call your senators. Call them. Tell them that you want them to support RFK Jr. Have a good day.